Now, there's a reason why understanding what your ID client's pain points are is so important. What it's really doing is helping you meet your ID clients where they are at whenever they see your content. And there's actually very good biblical basis for this. Jesus, we know, routinely meets people where they are at, whether it's people who have no faith or people who are full of faith. And actually, I'm thinking right now about an instance with one of his disciples, Thomas, who we like to call Doubting Thomas. There were at least 3 times where Jesus had told the disciples about his impending death and resurrection. So there was actually no reason for Thomas to disbelieve the other disciples when they said they had seen Jesus alive after he was dead. And yet, Thomas still needed that physical evidence. And if he didn't have that physical evidence, then he wouldn't believe that Jesus had actually risen from the dead. And even more, Jesus did not have to give Thomas that physical evidence for him to believe. And yet he did. Jesus allowed Thomas to touch the nail imprints in his hands and to touch his side where he was pierced, just so that Thomas could believe. What Jesus was actually doing was meeting Thomas where he was at. And there are other instances in the Bible where God met people where they were at. And so it's wise for you as well in your content to meet people where they are at in terms of addressing all their frustrations, their failures, things that they just can't get right. And in doing that, that's how you raise your credibility. That's how you raise your visibility with them and put you in a position where they are likely to turn to you to receive paid help.